Hey kid, come here, sit down. Yeah, right there. I've got something to tell you. I see you. I see that look in your eyes. Confused, scared, lost. But you know what? Life ain't got no room for the weak. Not here, not anywhere. You think you got it tough? You don't know the half of it. Look around you. Look at this world, this cruel, twisted, unforgiving world. Life's a joke, kid. A cruel, sick joke. You think it owes you something? Nah, it doesn't owe you a damn thing. You come into this world with nothing, and you leave with nothing. Everything in between, it's pain, suffering, and struggle. See, most people, they don't get it. They think life is some kind of fairy tale. They expect happiness, success, love. But reality is a different beast. It's a beast with sharp teeth and a hunger for misery. It eats up the weak and spits them out like yesterday's trash. You want to make it? You want to survive? Then you got to toughen up. Life doesn't hand out participation trophies. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're scared, if you're broken. Life is relentless, ruthless, and it won't stop for you. You gotta keep going, even when every bone in your body is screaming for you to quit. You think you've suffered? You think you know what pain is? Kid, you haven't even scratched the surface. Real suffering. It's watching everything you care about crumble to dust. It's seeing the people you love betray you. It's losing everything over and over again until there's nothing left but the numbness, until you can't feel anything anymore. But that's the thing, isn't it? You gotta feel it. You gotta embrace it. Pain is a part of you. Suffering is what shapes you. It's the fire that forges the steel. You either come out stronger, harder, or you get burned to ashes. And no one cares about the ashes, kid. Look at me. Really look. You think I got this way because life was kind? Because I had it easy? No. I've been through hell and back. I've seen the worst this world has to offer, and I'm still standing. You know why? Because I accepted it. I embraced the chaos, the pain, the suffering. I let it mold me, shape me into something more. You gotta find that strength inside you. You gotta dig deep, deeper than you ever thought possible. And when you think you've reached your limit, dig deeper, because that's where you find out who you really are, not in the good times, but in the darkest moments, in the suffering. People will try to tell you it gets better, that if you just hold on, things will improve. Lies, sweet little lies to keep you pacified, to keep you from tearing this world apart. The truth, it doesn't get better, it gets worse. And you either adapt, you get stronger, or you get crushed. It's as simple as that. There's no room for weakness here, no room for self-pity or doubt. You think anyone cares if you're struggling, if you're in pain? No. They'll step over you, walk right past you without a second glance. Because everyone's fighting their own battles. Everyone's suffering in their own way. You gotta take that suffering and turn it into fuel. Let it drive you, push you. Let it be the fire in your veins that keeps you moving forward. Because if you stop, even for a second, it'll consume you. It'll drag you down into a pit so deep you'll never climb out. And don't expect any handouts. Don't expect sympathy or understanding. The world's too busy drowning in its own misery to care about yours. You're on your own, kid. Always have been, always will be. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll stop being a victim and start being a survivor. You gotta be ruthless with yourself, with others. There's no room for softness, no place for kindness in a world this cruel. You either eat or you get eaten, and you gotta be willing to do whatever it takes to survive, no matter how dirty, how painful, how brutal. You do what you gotta do, and you keep moving. You think the strong got where they are by being nice, by playing fair? No. They clawed, they fought, they bled for it. And you gotta be ready to do the same. Ready to get your hands dirty. Ready to embrace the darkness inside you. Because that's the only way you're gonna make it. Stop waiting for things to get better. Stop waiting for a miracle. There are no miracles. There's only you and your will to survive, your will to endure, to overcome. And that's something no one can take from you. Not the pain, not the suffering, not the world. Look in the mirror. Look at the person staring back at you. That's your enemy. That's the person you gotta conquer, the person you gotta make stronger. Because if you can do that, if you can turn that person into someone unbreakable, then there's nothing this world can throw at you that you can't handle. Suffer, kid. Embrace it. Let it break you, and then put yourself back together, piece by piece, stronger than before. Because in the end, it's the suffering that will save you. It's the suffering that will make you unstoppable. So get up, wipe those tears, clench your fists, and get ready to fight. Because this world isn't going to give you anything. You got to take it. You got to demand it. And you got to make damn sure you're strong enough to keep it. You must suffer. But through that suffering, you will find your strength. You will find your power. And you will find your place in this world. Not as a victim. Not as a pawn. But as a force to be reckoned with. A force that nothing and no one can stop. So go, suffer, endure, and become the legend you were meant to be.